Oh, looks like we gotta do. Go. Well, everybody, welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Hardware Haven, Carl's Club Chowder, and Larry's Lobster House. Excuse me. This is the 9 o'clock slot as your Ravens take on the Minnesota Blizzards. And let's talk about more about last night's game. Well, first, it was a very, very close game, but yet the Ravens come out on top, winning 4-3, final in 9. Final in 10. Excuse me. Thanks to a walk-off home run from Ninja. Well, for the Ravens, they collected 12 hits, one home run that was off of Ninja's bat. They scored 4, they struck out 4 times, they walked none. They did ground to a double play in the bottom of the 9th inning, and they did leave 7 on base. Well, first of all, we got to give our hats off to the MVP of the game for the Ravens. It's Ninja, who went 1 for 5 at the plate with 1 home run, 1 RBI, and 1 run scored, all coming from that home run. But more importantly, talking about his performance, while it was not the best, certainly far from it, probably maybe even the worst this season, he did turn it around. He was 0 for 4 coming into that at bat, and Yam thought nothing of it. He was ready to strike him out, but Ninja turns around and hits a pitch way, way deep and way back to end the game for the Ravens. And let's talk about Leonidas, the captain, 3 for 4, his second 3-hit game of the season. Also had 2 RBI in the game, now batting .325 in risk situations. He's .500. He also went 7 innings strong on the mound, giving up 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and giving up 3 runs all earned, thanks to 2 home runs from the Blizzards. And we can't forget about our star center fielder Yankee, a home run short of the cycle, 3 for 4, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, did have that triple, now is batting .364 with OPS of 191. Risk, he's 0 for 2, not what you want to see, but he does have 2 RBI. And for the Blizzards, they tacked on 9 hits, 3 runs on 9 hits. They hit 2 home runs. That's how three of their runs came. Struck out 5 times, walked none. They grounded to 2 double plays and left 6 on base. And for the player of the game for the Blizzards, it was Noiseless Cayman, who made a lot of noise. 2 for 4 at the plate with a solo home run in the top of the 4th inning. Intentionally walked once. Also was a starter for Minnesota who went 6 strong, giving up 10 hits, 1 run, all earned. He did give up 3 runs, but only 1 of them was earned due to errors from his fielders. He also struck out 4 Ravens batters. And we can't forget about the Dazer Dingers encore. Mad Night Dazer got banned, went 3 for 5 at the plate with 1 home run. That was a 2-run home run in the top of the first, which scored him and Yam. Now batting .561 with 9 RBIs, 4 home runs on the season, and an OPS of 1.561. Well, tonight, the series tiebreaker comes down to this. If Chicago wins, they will claim it. If Minnesota wins, the tiebreaker looks to stay alive one more night to round 27. Of course, the Ravens won 4-3 on Sunday night. It was a walk-off victory via Ninja's home run. And let's turn it over to tonight's probable starters for the Ravens. It'll be Ninja. In 6 games, he has a record of 4-0 with a .82 ERA and 14 strikeouts to no walks. For the Blizzards, it'll be Joshua T77 taking the mound. In 1 game, he has a record of 1-0, an ERA of 2.25, and 5 strikeouts to no walks. And, well, tonight, it looks like round 11, the upcoming schedule for your Chicago Ravens, they will come back home for a 4th of July festival tomorrow night. That will be against the Philadelphia Surge. And then on round 12, which is either Friday or Sunday, they will take on the Surge once more in Philadelphia. And then round 13 and round 14, they will be taking on the Nippon Ham Fighters. Round 13 will be at home, and round 14 will be on the road. And for the Blizzards, they will do quite the opposite. They will head down to Ocala tomorrow to take on the Orbit, and then Friday or Sunday they will be here in Minnesota to take on the Orbit again, and then go on the road to take on the Firebirds, just to come back home in round 14 to take on who else but the Firebirds. Well, that concludes our pregame segment of the evening, and now let's turn it over to Capitalist, who will lead the first 4.5 for play-by-play. Take it away, buddy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Capitalist here at the microphone. Once again, thank you, Morgana, for the brilliant pre-game show. First try, take two, as actually very infrequently. Usually we are one-take wonders here at SCSN. Those of you who don't know, my interview series, the One Hop Scoop with IPU dignitaries, only have had to take two takes twice. One time because I forgot to turn on the audio while recording, and one time just a minor hiccup. We had to restart. But all is well, and all is well here tonight in Minnesota. Those of you who don't know, this is my last game on the air for a little bit. Morgana, I'll be kind of holding down the fort, along with, of course, some of our reliable employees assisting him. He's gonna have to work with both IPU and Main League. So, talk about full-time job. But expecting another good game here today, of course. Last game against Minnesota as well. It was tooth and nail all the way. Chicago capitalized on that center field error by Meteorite Munch for a Go Yankee double, scored 2 runs in that inning, and held on with brilliant pitching from Leo and Raigai. Raigai got the relief victory after the walk-off home run by Ninja in the 10th. And those of you who missed the post-game interview, Ninja, despite going 0 for 4, had learned a lot from his at-bats. He was ready for what Yam was going to throw him, and boy did he hit it. Well, still waiting for game time. Sometimes they say the official start time is at 05, despite when they post the schedule in Main League. It's always at the hour, as is in IPU. Well, as we know, it usually takes about till the 09, sometimes to 10, to actually get underway. While we're here, let's get some scores from today's World Cup fixtures. The morning game of the round of 32, it was between Côte d'Ivoire and Norway. Ivory Coast had equalized in the 74th minute. Amad Diallo scored, made it 1-1, but just a couple minutes before the end of the game, it's that well-known Norwegian striker, Erling Haaland, who scores, and Norway are through to the round of 16. Norway's first goal, which came from Nusa in the 39th minute, is their first World Cup knockout goal since 1938, which has been a very long time for Norway to score a knockout goal, let's just say that. In the other game played today already, it was France, one of the tournament favorites, and even better favorites now that Germany have been knocked down on penalties, taking on Sweden. And it was all France, as it looks like we're actually going to start a little bit faster than normal. France are the winners by a score of 3-0. Kylian Mbappe sandwiched a goal from Barcola, and Sweden is going home. I have to give credit where credit is due. The Swedish goalkeeper, Jakob Zetterström, despite giving up 3 goals, made 9 brilliant saves, so the scoreline could have been a lot more messier. Derby County goalkeeper was admirable in defeat. He was probably the only good player on the field for Graham Potter's Sweden, who honestly, I think, kind of lucked into the tournament with that 5-1 victory over Tunisia before losing 5-1 to the Netherlands and just sneaking a draw against Japan, I think it was. We all got spawned in left field. We have to make our way back down to the ballpark. Once again, it's Joshua on the mound for Minnesota. You'll see him on the hill, top half of the first, before an early front runner for Cy Young Ninja takes it for Chicago. Joshua, of course, runs HTV Network, which is, I believe, solely on TikTok. He was broadcasting to you from San Francisco, the opening day of IPU Honolulu Heat and the San Francisco Jailbirds. That game ended prematurely because the Honolulu Heat playing manager by the name of Vec, or Pop Cola, some of you know him, took an illegal at-bat after the 6th inning, which, for those of you who don't know the IPU rules for player managers, they are entitled to 2 plate appearances total, and they cannot bat after the 6th inning of play. So, came up in the 7th and stepped in the box, and the game was called, 9-0 forfeit. And it was a very, very good game for the San Francisco pitcher, Saint Laurent. He was actually working on a perfect game. He ended up having to settle for an abbreviated 2-hitter. Still a shutout, of course. Saint Laurent was a little upset at the fact that the game was called. I know San Francisco wanted to keep playing. I wanted to see if he could get it done. Another complete game shutout on opening day, as was thrown in a different match as well. Well, our match is underway now. Joshua's jumping to the hill, and we will get you first pitch in just a moment. Once again, as always, fielding positions and substitutions to come at the earliest convenience. Fielding positions have to come at least after each team has batted through the order once. Well, looks like it's going to be another day of Yam behind the plate, helping out his starting pitcher. Joshua, of course, 8 innings in his first start, his only start thus far with that brilliant victory, giving up only 2 earned runs, striking out 5, walked none. Well, Notre Dame steps up. He's been moved around the lineup every now and then, but he is predominantly the Chicago leadoff man. He plays right field traditionally. Again, we won't get confirmation until the Ravens take the field in the bottom half of the first. Well, Joshua's going to give us a little more of a delay here before the first pitch. He steps back on now. Left-hander gets the sign from Yam. And first pitch is in there for a called strike. We are officially underway here in Minnesota. First pitch at 8:10 local time. So 0-1 on Notre Dame. He took a cutter right down the heart of the plate. And Joshua comes with the 0-1 pitch, and that's outside, 1-1. Be Joshua, then Ninja on deck. Ninja, once again, starting pitch. Oh, yeah, that is Ninja. He changed his avatar a tiny bit. Starting pitcher for Chicago. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from the left-hander, who kicks, winds, and deals. And Notre Dame fights off another cutter, and the count goes 1-2. Minnesota was tabbed as maybe making the playoffs, but not really contending. They looked a lot better down this recent stretch of games as Notre Dame pops to the third baseman, and we have our first out of the ball game. So here steps up Ninja, 1 for 5 last game against Minnesota and Chicago, of course, but the walk-off home run, the biggest hit of the game for either side. So P5 in your scorecard, and here comes Ninja. Then the pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, 1 out on its way here from Joshua. Here it comes, and it's outside, ball 1. A lot of these respectable major league pitchers, of course, they don't typically hammer the zone or pitch around for multiple pitches in a row. They like to alternate. As Ninja hits that one down the left field line, and that is, oh, what a catch. Just stuck out his glove there, made a solid grab. Going away from his body, I get you the left fielder's name, and we get our chance. Well, that's 2 down in the frame, and the first Sacker Capital coming to bat here, typically in the 3rd position in the batting order. Of course, once again, he has to miss a game here and there because of his registration eligibility as he takes strike 1 down the heart of the plate. Outfield for Minnesota, playing at about standard position. Maybe the outfielders could be a little bit more closer to the gap, but it depends on the ballpark, of course. Infield at standard depth, middle infielders playing in the outfield grass shallow, as is traditional here in ML. As it's 0-2 on Capital, 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 frame. And here comes the pitch. And that is hit in the air to first base, but right at the first Sacker's mid. Side is retired in the top half of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Good 1-2-3 inning to start off the day for Joshua. Go to the bottom half of the first. And it's going to be Choate, the second baseman, batting here in leadoff for Minnesota. So yes, indeed, it is that man Ninja, starting on the bump today for Chicago Ravens. Ninja looking to keep his win-loss record perfect, looking to keep that ERA sub 1. As Choate takes strike 1, statues it low and inside corner. Claims lag, but Honestly, sometimes you just want to take that first pitch like Glaber. Make the pitcher work a little bit. Here comes the 0-1. And that's outside, 1-1. Oh, that's from a while ago. Okay. Sorry, I saw Leo say there's no audio again. I got worried. Here comes the 1-1. And Shohei takes again. No intent to swing. Count goes to 1-2. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from the left-hander Ninja. And check swing did not go around, evens the count at 2-2. The Shohei. And then I think that's Mad Knight Dazer to follow. Here comes the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. And the count goes full for the first time today. So Ninja, respecting the leadoff hitter here for Minnesota, Shohei, entered the game late last time, but here in the starting lineup, and looking to set the table in the bottom half of the first. The payoff pitch is grounded sharply to third. It'll be third, over to capital F first in time. And there's one down here in the bottom half of the first. And Mad Knight Dazer coming to bat. Dazer, of course, hit that crushing 2-run home run in the top half of the first. It put Chicago behind for the majority of the game. Once again, Chicago, of course, still undefeated 9-0. So I think you know who won that game. First pitch to Dazer, as outside, 1-0. It's a very talented top half of the Minnesota lineup. They know to respect Minnesota, of course, as I was pointing on earlier. They started out slow, but since then they have heated up some. They are in brilliant shape. Here comes the 1-0 from Ninja. And it's hit in the air. Shallow right field. Gabriel and Notre Dame converging, but no dice. Falls in no man's land. And that is the first hit of the ball game for either side. First blood to Dazer. And here comes Yam. Yam was a losing pitcher last contest in relief. Gave up the walk-off home run to Ninja. Other than that, a very good relief outing. As Yam hits that one sharply onto third. It should be 2. Third to second. And Yam didn't bother running to first. Double play. 5, 4, 3. And that is a makeshift 1-2-3 for Ninja. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, none left. We go to the top half of the second. The score remains Minnesota nothing, Chicago nothing. Chicago coming to bat. Here is Go Yankee, center fielder. Yankee, of course, has been wearing the Sour Patch hat every so often. Last time he had the Sour Patch Kid, he was batting well, but not the best fielding. All tabbed in center field. Resulted in a longer inning for Chicago. Here's the first pitch from Joshua to Go Yankee, and it's in there for a called strike 1. Once again, fielding positions for Minnesota and Chicago to come after one turn of the order. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's in there again for a called strike 2. So passive day for Yankee. Yankee, of course, had that ignominious fate of 5 strikeouts in one game, but that is 6 of his 5 strikeouts. So he's been a very good ball putter of the ball in play, I should say. It's not very smooth phrasing there, but it's the best one can manage as the count goes 1-2. Playing manager Leo on deck here for Chicago. And he has been heating up. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled. Chicago dugout side, third base side. And the count remains put at 1-2. Joshua looking to put away Yankee here, and the pitch. High, 2-2. Good take there from Yankee. So even Stevens, we have the count, 2-2. And the pitch on its way in just a minute. Joshua is set, and he comes to the plate. And that's hit up the middle, left center field. And that is off the wall, and it's a base hit for Yankee. He rounds first, and he has to come back just a long single. He bat flipped it. I don't quite know why he bat flipped it. It was very obviously going to hit the wall from my point of view. You know, sometimes you think you have a chance there to just get it over the wall, types of hits like that. But Not necessarily for that one. Well, it is a Chicago habit to bat flip long singles as Leo takes ball one. Ball one, excuse me. As we know, Lucy, or hometown, has done it 3 times. Notre Dame did it once recently. And now Go Yankees, another victim of Chicago's bat flip disease. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to the captain. And it's in there for a called strike one. That one looked a little low to me.
Yeah, who's he up?
Yeah. I think it might have been the check swing, which didn't offer, by the way. But you know how this game swing mechanic works with the wind. Well, here comes the 1-1. And that's in there. That one's a strike. And the check down to first is in time. 2-3. Yankee caught napping during Leo's at bat. And there's now 1 down in the frame, as I wrote that in the wrong column. Well, base running blunder here early for Chicago. And it'll be a real shame if Leo does something with his at bat now. 1-2 pitch still. Joshua, with the bases empty now, comes to the plate, and Leo waves at that one, strike 3. And just as there were 0 outs, there is 2 down in the frame. And here is Alitsky. It's been a while since he showed up, but last time he showed up big time. I think he went 2 for 3, including a big 2-run home run to left field. Here comes the pitch to Alitsky. Swings and misses at that one, strike 1. That brilliant game. And then he left right after that home run, by the way, against the San Francisco Jailbirds, I believe in the 14-7 contest. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there for a called strike 2, inside part of the zone. So, 1 strike away from another makeshift 1-2-3 inning, this time for Minnesota. The pitch, he waves at that one, strike 3, and down goes Alitsky with the final out of the top half of the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, none left, no errors, but a base running error. We go to the bottom half of the second. Your score remains Chicago nothing, Minnesota nothing. Minnesota coming to bat. And it's going to be the cleanup man Joshua leading off for Minnesota. He has been in fine shape on the hill these first 2 frames. Ninja looking to match him here. Pitcher on pitcher for the second time today. As that one's hit to right field in front. Oh my god, Notre Dame made a great catch at his shoelaces. And it looked like that one was going to get down, but Notre Dame had just enough reach to put away Joshua there. And first out of the inning, here comes Photo. Photo, red hot here with that 407 batting average and a couple of home runs. First pitch from Ninja. It's taken high, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch is on its way, and that is grounded weak lead onto first. Capital will take it himself for the second out of the frame. So we are going pretty quick here, as here comes Wrecked. Wrecked was a Minnesota Blizzard in IPU, actually. Before he graduated, he's here in the bigs, and he hits that one out to right field. That one is off the wall, and it's probably going to be a single here. Wrecked makes the turn. The throw comes into Leo, and Wrecked has to retreat. So 192 batting average, no issue. Wrecked is on base here with 2 away. They're saying don't look at League Server 1. Well, I'm going to look at League Server 1. It is the bottom half of the 6th in Atlanta. Atlanta batting against the Chicago Breeze. I got bad news. The score is Chicago 21, Atlanta nothing. And looks like the Chicago Bears are running riot on the Atlanta Falcons in that one, as the count evens at 1-1 on used Nathaniel. So, looks like the new face of Madden, Caleb Williams, is having a good day. Count goes to 1-2. The pitch from Ninja. And that one is grounded weakly up the middle. Gabriel plays, will take it himself to second to end the frame. No runs on. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. They are trading zeros here in Minnesota. Top half of the third, your score still Chicago nothing, Minnesota nothing. Chicago coming to bat. And here is I'm Awful. I don't know who this is. This is probably... Oh, it's Zaba. Changed his username on us. He was Orsay. Prefer to know as Zava. Yam of the Yeg read my mind. Caleb Williams, 3 TDs. That's right. Who do you think he threw those touchdowns to, Morgana?
No clue.
The only reason I asked you is I kind of forgot who plays receiver for the Bears myself. I remember when I think it was Matt Forte was playing running back for them. That was a long time ago now, about a decade. Here comes the 0-2. That is hit in the air, shallow, and caught on the fly. There was one down here, top half of the third. Gabriel Plays coming up, playing second base today. We'll be able to get you the Chicago fielding order once they come to field in the bottom half of the third. Gabe has had a late start to the season. He missed a couple of the beginning games, but he has been good since as he hits that one right center field, and that one is getting down for Texas Leaguer. Gabriel Plays is making the turn, but he's going to head back to second. One out single for Gabe, and up comes Minami Fuyuki, still looking for their first hit of the season. Fuyuki playing left field today. Relocated Elitski behind the plate. Elitski, the traditional left fielder. As Minami is quickly behind 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses. Looked like a sinker. Outside. Never had a chance of cutting in the zone. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And swung all the way through that one for strike 3, and quickly 2 away in the frame. Here comes Notre Dame for the second time today. Popped out weakly to third base. Or I guess it's more of a line out. Leading off in the top half of the first. As Notre Dame takes strike 1 down the heart of the plate. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Joshua. Notre Dame hits that one weakly to third base once again. Same batter, same outcome. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Another good inning for Joshua. We go to the bottom half of the third. Your score still Chicago nothing, Minnesota nothing. Minnesota coming to bat here with Meteorite Munch, the center fielder of much controversy. Misplayed a ball in center, was playing awfully shallow, let it get behind them, as they're quickly behind 0-1. Meteorite Munch, then Nerdy Boy, who we saw in IPU through a great game against the Diablos Rojos for the Miami Sharks, as Meteorite pops that one backstop. Almost hit the screen. Elitski didn't bother moving. Oh, we'll get you that fielding alignment here after this next pitch from Meteorite Munch, who ran back and steps back in here. Ninja is ready. Kicks, winds, and deals. And Meteorite hits that weakly up the middle towards Gabe. It might be a tough one here. The throw is in time. Gabriel Plays with a strong enough arm to put away Meteorite Munch here with the first out of the third. Now your fielding alignment for Chicago. Outfielders left to right. Minami Fuyuki, Go Yankee, Notre Dame. Infielders left to right. Zava, Leonidas, Gabriel Plays, and Capital. Catching is Elitski, and pitching, of course, Ninja, as Nerdy Boy takes ball 1, and the count evens at 1-1. Blocky Joker is here. Blocky Joker, I think this is the wrong server. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased a cutter ball inside. The count goes 1-2. Oh, I think the Rebels actually joined this because their game got mercied, as the count is even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here, bottom half of the third. And the pitch. Fouled in the air, third base side. And the count remains at 2-2. So Eric Mai is here. Blocky Joker is here. Bernie's is here. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. Runny Boy keeping the bat on his shoulder there. It's going to be Choate to follow the leadoff man, playing second base for the Blizzard. Here comes the payoff pitch. That is grounded up the middle to Leo, the throw to Capital is in time, and there's 2 away. And here is that aforementioned Choate. Batting for the 2nd time today, grounded out 3rd to 1st, their first time up, leading off in the bottom half of the 1st. Still no score in this ball game. It's been all pitchers. Ninja for Chicago on the hill right now, and Joshua for Minnesota. That one's hit out to very shallow left center. Leo makes the play on the fly, and that will do it for the bottom half of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go the Blizzards. And your score after 3 full is still Chicago nothing, Minnesota nothing. Chicago coming to bat here top half of the 4th with Ninja, the pitcher, leading off. Ninja, Capital, and Go Yankee, 2, 3, 4 in the order. So the heart coming up for the Chicago Ravens. And hopefully they can do something here. Pitchers duel all the way once again as it has been. I'll get you the Minnesota fielding alignment here in just a moment as Ninja takes ball 1. And the 1-0 is hit down the left field line, but hooking foul, and it reaches the stands. And the count evens out at 1-1. So after this pitch, we will get you the Minnesota fielding alignment. The 1-1 on its way. Here it comes. That's in there for a called strike 2. So your outfielders left to right for Minnesota will be Photo, Nerdy Boy, and Used Nathaniel. Infielders left to right, Meteorite Munch, Wrecked, Choate, and Dazer, catching Yam and pitching Joshua, who comes ready with the 1-2 pitch. And the outside check swing evens out at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. None away here. Leadoff batter, top half of the 4th. No score. Joshua comes to the plate. And that's hit down the left field line once again. But once again, it is foul. That one just off the wall of the stands here in Minnesota. Well, last time I said it was going to be a long day, I ended up allowing the other team to score a bunch of runs. So I won't say that here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That is fouled once again, this one a little more obviously so. And the count remains at 2-2. Eric Mai got the best seat in the house. Top corner of the 3rd deck here. Right at the corner of the left field line. So as he gets to see Ninja foul one his way once again, this time on the ground. Fighting off every pitch here that Joshua is throwing. Still a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And Ninja swings through that one. Strike 3. And that's the first out of the frame. Zach Waxer saying he is here. Hi, Zach. What's your... Oh, Comeback Ben is here. I know that guy, too. Oh, that's why. I don't recognize the username. Everyone changes the username so much. Here comes the first pitch to Capital. And that's a drive, right center field, carrying. It is out of here, second deck in, over the stands and gone. Well, just as I was postulating that this game was going to be a pitcher's duel all the way, Capital breaks the game open, first blood for the first baseman of Chicago, and just like that, it is 1-0 Chicago. How about that?
How about that indeed, buddy? I mean, Joshua just leaves something hanging, and all Capital has to do is swing right through it, and boy, did he swing one right there. It's 1-0 Chicago.
I forgot to write what how Ninja made out. I
Strikeout swinging.
Short term. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, here comes Go Yankee. Perhaps looking to emulate Capital here for a second home run. Go Yankee has been very good with contact, putting the ball in play a lot, almost at 400 after an early season slump. He was down to 231 as he takes strike 1 down the heart of the plate. Now, Yankee singled in the 2nd for the first hit for Chicago, but then was thrown out on a back pick, catcher to first base, with Leo batting before Leo struck out, as Go Yankee takes, low and away, and the count evens out at 1-1. Base is empty. One away. 1-0 lead for the Ravens after the solo shot we just saw from Capital. And the pitch, check swing. In there for a called strike. Nonetheless, the count goes to 1-2. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. And check swing outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch is on its way. Here it comes. And that is hit down the left field line. This one is going to find Pater. One out single here for Go Yankee. And here comes Leo once again. One on, one away. Go Yankee perhaps going to be a little more disciplined on the first base baseline. Don't want to take too much of a lead and get backpicked once again. Joshua is ready with the pitch as Leo takes outside, ball one. Well, either way, it's been a overall quiet day, but it looks like it's warming up. This one not helping my point, as that is a weak fly left. Photo makes the put out with much ease, and there's two down in the frame. Here comes Alitsky, the catcher. And the pitch. Fouled, third base side, making its way just at the edge of the first deck here in Minnesota. Count goes to 0-1. And the pitch, low and away, 1-1. One pitch from Joshua. Here it comes. And that is low in the zone for called strike two. The back pick not in time there. Someone asking, yo, did Shy get a run? You read the scoreboard and you tell me, Frosty. 1-0 Chicago. Capital solo home run. Leading with one out in this inning. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Alitsky waves at that one, and that will end the frame. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Sorry, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Joshua does get 2 strikeouts in the inning at the beginning and end, but he does give up the big one. Solo shot, right center field, out of the second deck concourse here in Minnesota. And it is 1-0 Chicago, bottom half of the fourth. Minnesota coming to bat with Dazer leading off. 2, 3, 4 as well for Minnesota. Dazer, Yam, and Joshua. Joshua would love to make up for giving up that home run on the hill. Well, Ninja poised not to let that happen. Dazer had the first hit of the ball game in the bottom half of the first when he singled and was erased on the double play by the man in the on-deck circle, Yam. He's taking his sweet time here. He heads to the plate now, finally. Left-hander. Lefty on left here. And the pitch. Taken in there for a called strike one. Inside half of the plate. Well, I did ask, well, not ask. I did claim that this game was going to warm up soon. That one's down the left field line, foul, 0-2. Well, just going to be waiting a little bit longer to see. 0-2 pitch on its way in just a minute. And here it comes. Outside, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Ninja. And that is high, ball 2. Try to blow it by him to get him to chase. To no avail. Even Stevens at 2-2. Well, as I mentioned earlier, these pitchers respect the bats of their opposing team. They don't like to hammer the zone multiple pitches in a row usually, nor do they like to pitch around multiple pitches in a row. That one's in the air. All right, center field shallow. Yam giving chase. Will he get there? Go Yankee, excuse me. Go Yankee makes the catch. And there's one away. Well, It is Yam who's coming to the plate now. Excuse me. Go Yankee. Swift center field tender, as we said on the pregame broadcast, with a little tie in there to the great Tris Speaker of Cleveland. Won the World
Question
Series with them in 1920.
from Philly. He said, what was Dazer's batting average? It was 571 before that, but it went down now.
Yes, very, very good batting average here for Yam as well, 530. I believe the batting leader is still going to be Cade. He was just north of 650, which, if you say video game numbers, we are playing a video game after all. It's very funny. A 300 batter in main league isn't actually that good. It's an average bat. An average bat. I won't say they're bad. They're not bad, but they love those 400 hitters. You need 2 400 seasons in a row to be ineligible for IPU. So that says good bat to them. Here comes the 2-0. That is grounded third base side, and the count goes to 2-1.
Fun fact about, or actually, it's not Cade who's the batting average leader now. It's actually Ace Lord with a batting average of 677, and then not Cade following with 643.
Well, as that one goes, center field way, go Yankee there in much more time. Makes the catch over his head for the second put out in a row in center field. I actually have no idea what I was going to say. But either way, 2 away here, and Joshua coming up. Pitcher on pitcher once again. Last time, it was Ninja who won the battle. A fly out to right field, caught by Notre Dame at his shoelaces. That one's hit in the air. Left center shallow. Leo can't make the catch. It gets by Minami Fuyuki, and this could be 2. Minami is looking behind. The throw comes into second, and it is a double for Joshua. And in my type of scorekeeping, that's an error on the left fielder, allowing the runner to advance. But of course, this is HGV. There is no error on the left fielder. So, 2-out man is aboard. Joshua wins the battle. He did have a clean hit over the head of Leo, but he gets an extra base, and that could be enough here. Photo up, grounded weakly to first base his last time up. Now comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, sometimes when you don't get as much play time, you get a little rusty. Of course, some bench players need to play a lot more than other bench players to stay hot. And every now and then you see those great ones that come off the bench in a pinch any moment and always deliver. Here comes the 0-2. And that is called. Ring him up. Low and inside corner. Freezes Photo for the final out of the frame. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the top half of the 5th. Your score still Chicago 1, Minnesota nothing. Chicago coming to bat 7-8-9. Zava, or Vada, actually prefers either. Gabriel and Minami Fuyuki has been replaced in the order. I'm getting it off my ticker. Minami Fuyuki for Settler, so Settler will come to bat in the 9th position when that does come. Minami Fuyuki, then 1 at bat, 3rd inning, struck out swinging. Almost a little hiccup there in left field, but Ninja worked around it, got Photo freezed. First pitch from Joshua Devada. Check swing in there anyways, 0-1. Ace Lord, fun fact, is in this game right now. I believe he is on the breeze, and I don't know if he's the PM. I don't remember. Is it Bernie's?
I think so, yeah.
That's in there, 0-2. Yeah, Ace Lord, of course. I believe he was a Cy Young winner in season 27. He had a sub-2 ERA for Washington. Washington lost the tiebreaker for the last playoff seed against Leo Seattle Sonics. As that one is in the air, shallow center field. Choate was there in plenty of time, and Vada is out with the first of the frame. And here is Gabe. Gabe singled, clean single. His last time up was stranded at first base in the 3rd. Gabriel, then now Settler in the on-deck circle, swinging the donut. That great, talented, pure hitter. Here comes the pitch. That is grounded, bounding ball, 3rd base. Meteorite Munch has it quick, and the quick throw to Dazer. Gets Gabe, and there is quickly 2 down. A lot of quicks there, but no Jonathan Quick, unfortunately. He is retired after the end of this last hockey season. Settler doing a couple laps here to get ready. Of course, he was late to the ballpark. Didn't make the starting lineup. Pinch hitting here in the top half of the 5th, excuse me. My last at the play-by-play unless we go to extra innings once again. Morgana will take it away, starting the bottom half of the 5th. As it's 0-1 on Settler and the pitch. In there for called, strike 2. So 0-2 pitch out on its way. And that one's taken, ball 1. I'd be curious where Settler goes to play. He's typically a middle infielder as the 1-2 is on its way. In the air, left center field, this one carrying towards the wall, but it will get down on the warning track. Base hit for Settler off the bench as he heads to second. The throw is not going to be in time, and that one looked like it was going to be another long single, but Settler with the wheels makes it 2. And there is a runner in scoring position here for the leadoff man, Notre Dame. And what does Notre Dame do when he has runners on base? Well, he usually hits RBI doubles. Despite being a leadoff man, he has 7. Very good show for the bottom half of the lineup in most of the Chicago games. Notre Dame loves rewarding that as he checks swings, ball 1. Looking for his first hit today. 2 weak lineouts to third base. That's Meter at Munch over there at the hot corner. Looking a lot better than they did in center field. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Joshua, a little slow with it. He comes to the plate now. Notre Dame hits that one foul down the first base line. That might be the first foul ball I've seen down the first base line in a while. A lot of them off to the third base side. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Joshua, the southpaw, comes to the plate. That is hit in the air, center field. That one not dying quick enough. Oh my god, it did. I'm so sorry. That is down for a base hit, and Settler is going to score on a long, long single. Oh, Morgana, what do you have to say about that one?
Bizarre fielding. I don't know how you don't get that. Chokate had it, the center fielder had it, but instead it becomes a Bermuda Triangle and nobody has it. Unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever seen fielding like that in this game before.
Well, that's 2 games in a row of a center fielder. This one is... Let me flip the lineup. This one is Nerdy Boy, who actually is an IPU player. Once again, through a brilliant game against the Diablos Rojos on opening day of IPUs. That one is hit in the air. Will be caught by Dazer for the final out of the frame. Not before we see one man cross the plate. Settler doubles off the bench, and Notre Dame somehow gets that one to fall. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Your score is now Chicago 2, Minnesota nothing. Minnesota coming to bat, bottom half of the 5th. Morgana, take it away.
Well, thank you so much, Capitalist. Sad that this is your last game until July 15th. If you can work the scoreboard, that'd be great. As Rect takes strike 1, 0-1 here on Rect. Gives me a chance to read some chat as the 0-1 is taken up high. Ball 1 counting out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Asher says, when Capitalist is gone, can I help do broadcast? Maybe. As the 1-1 pitch is swung through and missed. Oh, hi Ryan. How you doing? Yes. We're still talking about it, Astro, but probably. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, there's a weak ground ball right to Gabe at second. No, right to Ninja. He gloves it. He throws the first in time. A 1-3 putout to start the frame.
Pitchers are athletes, too. Good play there by the man on the hill.
Incredible play there by Ninja. Some lag assisted him, of course, but that was still nonetheless an impressive putout as Nathaniel steps up and swings through the first one. 0-1. So we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ravens lead 2-0 after some controversial, or not controversial, but should have been caught. A fly ball that died in the center field. Should have been caught by either Choke or the center fielder, Nerdy Extra Boy. As here comes the 0-1. It's a strike called, and now 0-2. Ninja looking for the K right here. Ninja has 1 strikeout on the night. That was a strikeout looking to end the 4th. The 0-2 pitch outside. Another good take by Nathaniel. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 1 away. Ninja looking for the K right here. Now he gets into the motion. The set. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss. Got him swing. 2 down here in the inning. And that'll bring up Meteor Munch 0 for 1 tonight with the 4-3 putout in the 3rd. So that's Ninja's second strikeout of the night. First one looking to roll net photo in the bottom of the fourth after a 2-out double allowed by Leo and Minami in left field. Now here comes Ninja's payoff pitch to Meteorite. It is up high for ball one. So the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Now the set comes and the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's inside. So the count improves to 2 balls and no strikes. Meteorite looking for a hit right here. Yes, Ryan, we are broadcasting for the Diablos Rojos and IPU as a 2-0 pitch on the way to Meteorite. Misses the outside edge. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Meteorite has the green light to swing. But yes, we are broadcasting for IPU, the Rojos, but since we will be short-staffed soon, we might only be able to do 1 game a day. Now, Ninja comes set the 3-0 pitch, swinging a pop-up infield. This should do it. Leo is right under it, waits for it to fall out of the night sky. And, no, it'll be Vada to moss him. Holy smokes, what a play. And that'll retire the side of 1-2-3 inning. Go the Blizzards in the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th inning, where your Ravens lead 2-0. So, pop out to third base. You can write that in your scorecard if you're keeping score at home with us. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. Well, Capital will lead us off in the top of the 6th inning. 1 for 2 today with that solo home run in the 4th inning to make it 1-0 Chicago. But yeah, Ryan, it was a very tough loss for the Rojos yesterday. You know, 9-1, not something you like to see. But hey, Zuli is going to have a better game tomorrow. We know that for sure. Now, the first pitch on the way is up high to Capital, 1-0 here to start the inning. Can you shout out my team Discord server? Who's your team? Now the 1-0 to Capital. Swinging a fly ball, hit out to center field. The center fielder going back is there to make the catch. Comedy makes the catch at the warning track, and there's 1 away here in the inning. And that'll bring up Go Yankee. 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. Another multi-hit game for him. Love to see it. So Joshua has gone 5 1/3 so far, giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, all earned, even though the second one shouldn't really have been earned. I mean, someone should have made that play. And also struck out 5. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Yankee. Swinging a fly ball, hit out to deep center field. This one is going and going. It is gone! You can kiss it goodbye. It's 3-0. Minnesota, Chicago leads. I'm sorry. How about that?
Well, touched on how Go Yankee was going to emulate Capital for that home run. He almost got it. He bat flipped a single off the left center field wall. Second time's the charm. How about that? Off of one of the trees there in the center field batter's eye.
How about that? As up comes player manager Leo, struggling tonight, 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Looking to bounce back right here. Ravens' second home run of the night. Last night, or Sunday night, excuse me, they only had 1. As Leo takes that pitch a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, check swing, it's up high. Ball 1, can't even out to 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 away. Joshua at 70 pitches already. Nearing the end for sure. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way, swinging a BB hit foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Leo grounds that one into the infield, the infielder is playing back, choke it up with the ball, not in time. An infield single for the captain Leonidas, and that cold streak does not last long. Ryan says, if y'all are losing a broadcaster, hit me up. Yeah, we'll definitely consider it. As the first pitch to Leetsky will come momentarily. So a 1-out single here for Leo. Zalewski swings and drives that one deep to right center field. This one is going and going. Second deck, goodbye. A towering 2-run home run for Zalewski, his second of the season, and it is now, what is it, like 5-0.
5-0. Well, you normally say a bloop and a blast. This time I'll say a Mickey and a blast. How about that from the Ravens?
And the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse goes crazy here in Minnesota. Oh, Toodles, you better go and catch that one. You might need a mouse tool because that thing was long gone. If you get the niche reference, please let me know. As Vada takes a strike, it's nothing in one. So that home run brought to you by our Hardware Haven, customer first in Tacoma, Auburn, and Kent. Every time a Ravens player hits a home run, well, you guessed it, we donate $5 to ball one up high to charity. What charity? My pocket. I don't know. We don't actually donate to charity. We should though. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. It's a strike called, paints that upper edge. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We don't donate to charity yet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't even seen a cent.
And swing and a miss. Vada goes down on strikes. And there's 2 away here in the inning. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Gabe. 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Ravens have put up 3 runs on 3 hits this inning. Now tagged Josh for 5 runs as Gabe takes that inside, ball 1. Ryan says he got $1 in charity's name. And Ryan also says they need to change pitchers ASAP. Maybe, I think so. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Gabe. It's a strike called. Pitcher's paint on the outside edge. The count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike.
I expect Joshua will try to finish this inning, and then he'll be out for the final 3.
Yep, that's probably what Yam wants. Now Josh comes set, the set, and the 1-1 pitch on the way up high, ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on Gabe. As Gabe calls time to step out the box. Now Josh comes set, and the 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Got them all tied up on some off-speed pitch. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, or as Captains likes to say, deuce is wild. Josh disengages, needs to listen to the pitch comm real quick. So Josh gets a sign. Now the set, and here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. It's outside. Another great take by Gabe. So full count here for Gabriel with 2 away. As Gabe calls time to step out the box with just the batting gloves. The set and the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a weak ground ball right to the third baseman, who will step up, fire to first, and that'll retire the side. But not before. The Ravens get 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave no one left on as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your Ravens lead 5-3. 5-0. Sorry, 5-3 was a putout. Oops. So up comes the center fielder Comedy. 0 for 1 tonight with a 6-3 putout in the 3rd inning. As he takes that pitch a strike, 0-1. As Mickey Mouse has joined us in the Ravens dugout, along with Pacifica. Now here, Ninja comes set, the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's another strike called. Now no balls and 2 strikes here on Comedy. Ninja looking for a quick first out. Now Ninja comes set, the 0-2 pitch on the way. It's outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Comedy, who had a brilliant game on the mound and at the plate yesterday against the Rojos and IPU. Now the 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called, freeze him. Fastball, upper zone, and Comedy can stare as he sits down in the dugout. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Choquette. 0 for 2 tonight, flew out in their last at bat. Ninja's third strikeout of the game. Second looking as the first pitch on the way to Choke, taking another strike. 0-1.
Speaking of Choke, second baseman today for Minnesota, who do you think's ball that was out in center field? Second
Strike
baseman
2 call.
or center field?
I don't know. Comedy was playing very, very deep, so Choke was forced to go out. By the time she was there, the ball dropped. So honestly, I think Comedy should have really got that one. Anyways, here comes the set. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a pop fly right to Capito, who will make the catch at the knees. Two-way here in the inning.
Well, last game, center fielder was playing two in. I guess they overcorrected.
Yeah, I mean, we told them to play out, but not, like, hang out at the warning track. But obviously instructions were not clear, so that's how the second run scored for the Ravens. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Dazer, who had that home run last game. 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the first inning and flew out to center field in the fourth as he takes ball 1 outside. Now Ninja comes back with the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive over the head of Vada into left field, a base hit. So a 2-out single from pesky Dazer, and that'll bring up Yam, the PM, 0 for 2 tonight. So a 2-out single here from Dazer, and that'll bring up Yam. Grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the first inning. Don't need a double play right here. Strike 1 called. You only need one out. Flew out to center field in the second at bat. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Yam. Up high, counting means out to 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, thank you, Ryan. Now the set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Check swing and is outside. 2-1 here on Yam. Well, folks, if you're joining me tomorrow for our 4th of July stream as a 2-1 pitch to Ninja comes right now. Swinging a fly ball laced over the head of Capitol into shallow right field, a base hit. On the play, Dazer will head down to second base, and station to station go the runners. A 2-out single, back-to-back hits for the Blizzards. So 2 down, 2 on, and 2 away as Joshua takes ball 1, and that'll bring up Joshua, the HCBB TikTok streamer. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball right to Vada. This should end the inning. He'll take it to the bag at third himself for the final out as we head to the 7th inning stretch. Your Ravens lead 5-0.
We have the 7th inning stretch here. Let's get you the scores from across the league. First game of the game over. First day of the game of the day over in Atlanta. Chicago runs right on them, the Breeze, and mercies the Atlanta Rebels by a final score of 21-0 in 6 innings. Other final from Baltimore, Baltimore takes down Ocala 6-4. Other scores it is the top half of the 10th inning. Arizona batting against San Francisco Firebirds are up now 8-5. In Hokkaido, Nippon, the Ham Fighters ahead 4-2 over the Philadelphia Surge. In Honolulu, Heat and Bombers locked at 4-4. Honolulu batting the bottom half of the 5th. And our game, of course, here, top half of the 7th, Chicago leading 5-0.
Well, Joshua will come back to the mound after giving up those 5 runs early. Looking to bounce back right here. Settler 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Double, as he takes strike 1, 0-1. Mickey Mouse was dancing to take me out to the ball game during the stretch. Well, anyways, here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. It is outside, counting out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Now it comes set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's another strike called. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pacifica says Capital is a piece of poutine. Huh. Wow. Now here comes Settlers. Or the 1-2 pitch to Settler. It's up high. Ball 2. Good take. So the count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joshua working at 87 pitches. Pitch 88 right here. Now, Josh gets set. From the belt, here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Freeze him. Pitcher's pain on the outside edge. Settler goes down looking for the first out of the inning, as that'll bring up the leadoff man. Notre Dame Nerd had that RBI single in his last at bat. So 1 down here in the inning, as Notre Dame will step up to bat. Strikeout number 7 for Josh. The first pitch on the way to Notre Dame. Here she comes. Check swing, and it's up high. Ball 1. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Here comes. It's a strike called. The count evens out to 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's 1 away. And that was pitch number 90 on Josh's pitch count. Probably will get pulled soon. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as Notre Dame swung right through that. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Josh looking for back-to-back Ks right here. Now Josh comes set. Gets the sign from Yam. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball down the third base line. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a weak fly right to the third baseman, as that'll be out number 2, third baseman Yam. There's a defensive replacement, it looks like. And there's 2 down here in the inning. That'll bring up Ninja 0 for 3 tonight, who struck out once in the 4th.
Looks like they're playing with 7. They are.
Ninja takes strike 1, nothing, and 1. Well, there was a lot of runs in the 6th inning. That was the pre-show, as Ninja swings and drives that one right to third again. So 1, 2, 3, go. The the Ravens in the 7th. We get to the bottom of the 7th, where Ravens still lead 5-0. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. So after giving up 5 runs, Josh bounces back pretty quickly. Ninja at 68 pitches respectively. He probably has only 1 or 2 more innings left in him, but he could, if the innings are quick, go the full 9 yards, as the first pitch on the way to Ninja is taken. Strike 1. Sorry, Photo. Strike 1. So Photo is 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to third in the 2nd inning, and struck out looking in the 4th, as the 0-1 pitch is checked inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I cannot confirm nor deny if maybe or maybe not copyrighted Mickey Mouse, as the one pitch is hit deeply in the infield as Gabe goes to a dive. He makes the catch. Wow. 1 down here in the inning. So someone is telling me that Mickey Mouse will be there every inning, or every game, excuse me. Let's see if that will be true. They've missed the first 9. First pitch on the way, taken up high for ball 1. So 1-0 here on Wrecked. Wrecked wearing a White Sox hat. Hey, that's us. Wrecked calls time.
And we just got copyrighted again.
Oh, we did?
I mean, facetious.
As Wrecked fouls that down the third base line. Now quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. The scoreboard is not glitched, thankfully. You almost scared me there, WWE. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way to Wrecked. Swinging a fly ball, pulled a foul once more down the third base line. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. I said it was 1 and 2 earlier. I meant 1 and 1. I'm sorry. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, as Wrecked calls time to step out the box. Ninja looking to put him away right here. Now, Ninja comes set. The 1-2 pitch, upstairs, ball 2. The count evens out to 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. This will be pitch number 76 on the way from Ninja. Now Ninja comes set, gets the sign, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Bait pitch, and he swung right through it. 2 away here in the inning for Nathaniel. So a lot of lineup changes. Everybody
Shoei and Meteorite Munch left, but looks like everything else has stayed the same.
Nathaniel fouls that down the left field line. Nothing and one. Well, if you're WWE, if you're looking at the score bug, the arrows change depending on the inning. So it's kind of small as Nathaniel takes that strike too, but it is there. No, you saw one. You saw half an inning. As anyways, here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way, outside ball one. Well, it's also because they do the 7th inning stretch at the top of the 7th inning rather than the middle of the 7th inning, which is unusual. So that's why you might be confused. But no, we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ninja looking to get out here with the strikeout. The 1-2 pitch outside. So now Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. In a game where the Ravens lead 5-0. Ninja looking for a strikeout right here. He would love to get number 5, I believe, as a stretch. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a weak fly down the left field line. That's not weak at all. That is almost gone, but it goes foul. I thought that was going to bounce in the infield. My apologies. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The set, the kick, and the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a weak ground ball right to Capital. This should do it. He takes it to the bag himself for the final out of the inning. And that'll retire the side. So 1, 2, 3, go. The Blizzards in the bottom of the 7th. We get to the top of the 8th inning where Capital will lead things off. Capital 1 for 3 tonight with a solo home run. So 3U on your scorecard for Nathaniel. As Yam the Egg will be taking the mound in relief for Joshua. We'll give the final line score for Joshua. Right now, actually, Joshua won 7 innings and 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned, even though one of them shouldn't have been, as the first pitch on the way is swung and lifted infield. Rect is there to make the catch, or Dazer is there to make the catch, sorry, and there's 1 away.
Joshua, by the way, also left the game. So they're down to 6.
Well, now would be a great time to stat pad if you're a Raven. There's the first pitch on the way. Here she comes. It's up high, ball 1. Now, Yam comes set. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Yankee. It is outside, ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Mickey won the game in San Francisco. We got heckled a lot saying, "Oh, look, there Mickey Mouse sits. Here comes the 2-0 pitch on the way." It's inside. Oh, that looked like that clipped the zone, but instead it won't be. Yankee calls time to step out the box, say some choice words to Yam. Now 3 balls, no strikes. Looking to put a dent right here. Now the set, 3-0 pitch, swing and a miss, off-speed center cut. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's on its way. It's another strike called. So full count here on Yankee. Was up 3-0. Yam battles back to make it 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Ravens lead by 5. They would love to tack on 1 right here. Now the set, the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Off-speed curve, got him swinging, and there's 2 away here for Yam. That'll bring up Leo. 1 for 3 tonight with a single, also scored thanks to a 2-run home run, courtesy of Alitsky. So make that strikeout number 1 for Yam as Leo steps into the box. Yam did not have a strikeout on Sunday, actually. First pitch on the way to Leo is outside, ball 1. Yam gave up that 1 home run in extra innings to secure the walk-off victory for the Ravens, 4-3 in Chicago. Now the 1-0 pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit out to deep right field. And oh, captain, my captain, he has done it once more. It is long gone. A solo blast from Leonidas, and it is 6-0 Chicago. How about that?
Well, I was just about to say this game, perhaps on the final fumes here, with Minnesota only playing with 6, but obviously Chicago is not letting up. Minnesota with 6 players, Chicago with 6 runs.
Well, how about that? As Alitsky swings through that one, it's 1-1. Alitsky also had a home run in this game. As the 1-1 pitch here, she comes. Swinging a fly ball pulled down the left field line. Way foul. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Alitsky. I believe that was Leo's 3rd multi-hit game in a row. As the 1-2 pitch is taken outside. So Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Here in the top of the 8th inning. I'm looking to get out right here. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging another fly ball, pulled foul down the third base line. Oh man, if that was fair, that is probably a double. 2 infielders, 3 outfielders, no catcher. You could probably bunt if you wanted to right here. But that's very unsportsmanlike. Why would you ever do that? That's right, Astro. We're hitting the clubhouse tonight. The 2-2 pitch again. Swinging another foul out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, 1 run in. The Ravens have a 6-0 lead. Yeah. Takes his sweet time. The set. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging another ball pulled foul down the first base line. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Now Yams, 2-2 pitch on the way. It's outside. Ball 3. Full count here on Alitsky. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 run in, and 2 away. Alitsky looking to extend the inning right here. He extended Yams' pitch count for sure. So number 5 on the season for Leonidas. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swinging another ball pulled foul. And Alitsky is keeping this inning alive. We are on life support here. Yam comes set, and the 3-2 pitch again. Swinging another ground ball pulled foul. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 run in, and 2 away. Here in the top of the 8th. Alitsky so desperately trying to get the second hit of the night for him right here. The 3-2 pitch. Swing, and another ball pulled foul. We do it once more. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 run in, and 2 away. Alitsky looking for a hit right here. Yams 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curve center cut, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit thanks to the 5th home run from Leonidas this season as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Your Ravens lead 6-0. So the center fielder Comedy will start off the inning. Comedy 0 for 2 tonight with a 6-3 putout in the 3rd and a strikeout looking in the 6th inning as he takes ball 1 down low, 1-0. Fans, don't forget to join us for our patriotic celebration as Settler looks like he will be coming onto the mound. So that will end Ninja's night. Settler has come 4 innings. I'm pretty sure he has a save this season.
I don't know. It was a 2. He could have had a save, but he took a hold instead. 2 innings.
On the way is fouled behind home plate. 0-1.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Sorry, he has a hold and a save. That's right. At the very beginning of the game of the season.
Yeah. Now Settler comes set, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. It's outside, ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So yes, fans, don't forget for a patriotic celebration, we'll have patriotic everything. I don't know if we're doing a giveaway yet. We'll decide that tonight. Now Settler comes set once more. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, pulled down the right field line. It's dropping. It's dropping. Notre Dame runs over into the corner to make the catch. 1 down. Some good hustle shown by the right fielder, Notre Dame Nerd, to take away a hit for comedy. And that one just hung up there. No meteorite, so we skip a couple spots in the lineup. That'll bring up Dazer. Scorecard will look wonky just because of, you know, the amount of people not here. So, of course, this is Capitalist's last game until July 15th, which I believe is a Tuesday. Because I think I have a SAT test, and the first pitch on the way is swung on, belted, deep right field. It's going. It is gone. Dazer does not go quietly. Oh, boy, does he not. It's 6-1. Blizzard trail. So, 1-out home run here by Dazer. I'm pretty sure this is his 3rd home run in 3 games.
Yeah, well, do not go quietly into that good night, or I forget exactly what the line is from Dylan Thomas, that Welsh poet. Minnesota, they still got some life left. Of course, they are down 3 men, so fielding will be a lot of an issue, of course. But it ain't over till it's over. So that might have woke them up.
That might have woke them up indeed. As takes a towering fly ball foul. 0-1. So a big blast there by Dazer. Now the 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball, pulled foul. So the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes here on Yam. Yam, the team manager, also the relief pitcher, has given up a 1 run tonight. Now Settler comes set. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, it's in the dirt. Ball 1, a good take by Yam. Yam calls time to step out the box, just the batting gloves. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Settler looking for the strikeout right here. Settler comes set. Now the stretch. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Pulled foul again. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Settler. On Yam. Making Settler work this count. The stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Pulled into center field. Yankee can't get there. It drops in a base hit. A 1-out single. Blizzard's looking to tack on some more. And here comes World Nut Photo. I believe he's in left field tonight. 0 for 3 tonight. As he takes strike 1 and nothing in 1. So the starting pitcher Joshua has left the game early. So we skip down to the 5 hole as Photo takes strike 2. So now no balls and 2 strikes here on Photo. Settler will have a double play right here. He comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. This could be 2. Bounces off the mound right to Leo. He takes it. He throws the first in time. A 6-3 double play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left on as we head to the top of the 9th. Last try for the Ravens to tack on some more. Wow, what a double play that was, huh, Capitalists?
Well, it's been a while since we had our first double play of the game, way back in the bottom half of the first. Ground out third to second to first. That one cut off the middle man. What a play by Leo.
Took a very, very unusual bounce off the mound, and that allowed, as Vada takes ball 1 inside, I think that kind of helped Leo, actually. It bounced right to him, which is nice. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Vada. It's a strike called. Counting is out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 from Yam. Swinging a pop-up infield. This is dropping. Yam has it. Throws to Dazer at first. In time for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Gabe. Grounds it out in his last at bat. 1 for 3 tonight with a single. So 1 to 3 to put out in your scorecard. Gabe has yet to hit his first home run in the season. Not really a power guy. More of a contact kind of guy. Has the first pitch on the way to Gabe. Here she comes. Swinging a fly ball. Hit to center field. Comedy over there to make the catch. No! It gets past Comedy! Weird base running by Comedy! Gabe will head back to first. A 1-out single. Oh man, that should be an error.
Well, center fielder got a little mixed up there. Seems like center field is the worst position for Blizzard to play. Jeez, that's the third time that something has happened out there in 2 games.
Settler takes that inside, ball one. I think if he was running normally, he would have caught that very easily. That should have been the second out. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside again, 2-0. So you have to wonder here if the Ravens can make them pay for that mistake, even though they do lead 6-1. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Off-speed curve on the outside part of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Gabe at first base, not trying to be yankeed. Takes a slight lead. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball laced into right field. Down for a base hit. So Gabe will stop at second base as Settler has another single. So 2 on, and that'll bring up Notre Dame Nerd. He's been pretty good at the RISP, and hey, maybe he could get his first home run right here. He hasn't had one all season, but he's had a lot of RBI doubles. As Notre Dame sends that into right field, this one should be corralled easily by the right fielder to make the catch. Gabe tagging at second, heading to third. Settler heading to second. So the runners will advance on that play. A productive out. So 2 down, and that'll bring up the struggling Ninja. 0 for 4 tonight, but hey, when he's 0 for 4, you know what that normally means? A home run coming up. As Yam's first pitch Ninja, here she comes. Check swing, it's up high, ball 1. So 1-0, you're a Ninja. The 1-0 pitch is not there as Yam steps off the mound. So 1 ball, no strikes here on Ninja. Toss back to second. Settler gets back to the bag in time. Now Yam gets the sign from the imaginary catcher. The stretch and the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's a strike called. The count moves out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 1-1 pitch on the way. Here she comes. It's outside. Ball 2. So the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Runners in scoring position as a 2-1 pitch. Here she comes. Swinging a fly ball. Pulled into right field. It will get down a base hit. This scores Gabe. This scores Settler. Ninja on his way to second base. Will head back to first. It's a 2 RBI, 2 out single. Here for the Ravens as they extend their lead 8-1. As Rex Ninja and gives him some extracurricular there on first base. So, Ravens taking advantage of some small balls. Capital steps in the box, takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, off speed up high. Now no balls and 2 strikes here quickly on Capital. Yeah, I'm looking to get out of the jam right here. The stretch. The 0-2 pitch on the way, swinging a weak ground ball right to Dazer at first. He'll take it to the bag himself for the final out of the inning. And that will retire the side. Well, the Ravens get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last try for the Blizzards. Settler will take the mound, looking to close this game out right here. First pitch on the way to Rex. It's up high, ball 1. Settler can set the 1-0 pitch is grounded foul down the first base line. Count goes to 1-1. Are you hearing that?
I'm hearing that too.
Where is that coming from?
It's one of those old school hats. I think it's like the witch's brew thing.
Oh, got it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Wrecked. That freaked me out the first time I heard it. I'm home alone. The 1-2 pitch, up high, ball 2. So the count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not home alone anymore, I guess.
I guess not. Some crazy ladies at my house now. Settler comes back from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, fly ball pulled foul down the first base line. Counting will stay at 2 ball and 2 strikes. Blizzards down to their final 3 strikes, trailing by 7. Settler looks in right here. Gets the sign from Ninja. From the stretch, here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball pulled down the right field line, fair and toward the corner. Up with the ball is the right fielder Notre Dame, Rack digging for 2. The throw into Gabe as comes in too fast. It'll be a leadoff single for Racked. He does the Randy Arozarena point to the camera. So a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Nathaniel, who takes strike 1, nothing and 1. So a strikeout double play, or however you draw it up, strike him out, throw him out, double play, and a strikeout will retire this game. The 0-1 pitch, here she comes. It's up high, ball 1. Count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Nathaniel 0 for 3 tonight. And the second inning had that force out to second base. In the 5th inning, had the strikeout swinging. And in the 7th inning, grounded out to the first baseman, Capital. Now Settler comes set, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's a strike called. Now the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nathaniel calls time to step out the box, take a breather. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Settler hops off the mound for some undisclosed reason, now comes back on. Can y'all stream the Heat in IPU? We stream the Rojos in IPU, sorry. But if we ever do get more staff in IPU, we would love to stream more teams. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Nathaniel. This stretch on the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, pulled foul, stays alive. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 on, no one away here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Hey, we are 3 followers away from 100. Holy smokes, how about that?
Well, thank you to all 97 who have followed. We appreciate
Swing
that
and a
very much.
miss. Fastball blew it by for strike 3, and there's 1 down for comedy. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Comedy takes that strike 1, nothing and 1. The 0-1 sails outside. The count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 runner on and 1 away, where the Blizzards have only scored 1. Yes, 1's across the board as the 1-1 pitch is swung on ground right to Gabe. This could be 2. Gabe takes it to the second for 1. The relay to first in time, and that's the ball game. The Ravens win. They improve to 10-0 in the season. Holy smokes, my oh my, how about that? Leo, the captain, has steered his Ravens to victory once more. An 8-1 victory here in the Twin Cities as we await a post-game interview. What do you think of that?
I mean, a good way to cap off the end of the game. 2 double plays with Settler on the hill. 1 great play from Leo and another one there from Gabe. I mean, today is a complete victory for Chicago. They hit good. They fielded good. They pitched good. Ninja 5-0. How about that? And a sub-1 ERA. Scoreless in 7.
Well, we will head to the dugout real quick so we can talk to our friends over in the blue and red.
Ooh, they here. It's my time to shine.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Hola.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yo,
so-
what? Yo,
You won't believe it
Oh, yeah.
when I say this, but Giannis went to the Miami Heat.
Actually,
No way.
Bro, who
That's
cares
Oh my
about
God.
that? Tyler
Say
Hero
the
to the
logic, bro. Say the
Bucks.
logic.
Yo, holy cow.
yo, give me a post game
Oh my-
interview. Let me
Oh,
get a
wait,
post
so the Suns
wait.
ended up gaining Luke Kennard. That's actually tough. Can't lie.
Guys, let media people do their job.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
shut
my
up,
fault.
Damn.
My fault. My fault.
Come on, bro.
Just shut up.
All right, Capitalist, you can lead
My
it
fault.
off.
Well, I'll start off with the guy who just can't stop talking. Ninja, another great
Hi.
day on the hill. How do you
Yeah.
feel?
Good. I mean, I threw 4 strikeouts to respect Chet Holmgren. I also went 0 for 4
Mm.
before I got my fifth AB to respect Chet Holmgren. You know, I'm just a Chet respecter. But yeah, I'm locked in on the mound. I'm feeling it.
Have you got much basketball on your reels?
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Couldn't tell.
These
Well,
edits.
well, it's a complete
Oh, my-
victory for everyone. Unfortunately, not a complete game victory for you. You tired out a little bit at the end, I gather. But
Yeah.
I mean, well, talk to me a little bit about this complete performance up and down the order from the team.
Mm. I mean, it was kind of rocky to start, but like we figured it out throughout. We got our hits. Go Yankee. He was just like locked in today. He said he would. He locked in. Um, what's it
Hi.
called? Noter had some good ABs. Like I think everyone just had good ABs. I mean, I could have hit better, but I was doing my job on the mound to hold them through 7 scoreless. I mean, the hitting will come in the season. I know. I'm always a slow starter, so to be hitting mid.3 right now is pretty good in my opinion. I think I could finish higher. That 100%. I'll lock it in.
Well, we've
But
had
yeah,
a
I'd say
couple
overall
of,
we were
sorry.
good.
Yeah, well, good. You were indeed. We had a couple of to touch on that. We had a couple of great offensive days. I mean, the 14-7 Mickey Mouse victory against San
Oh yeah.
Francisco, 9-2 against them. You've had some great run producing games, but of course, just as you touched on, this one came a little later. Our 6 runs. When you come across I'm not asking you this question merely because you're the opposing pitcher, but when you come across a great day on the hill, this time from Joshua before you eventually got to him, how does the mentality in the locker room? What has to be said to get everyone awake?
I think Leo should answer that one.
All right, Leo, what do you have to say to that then?
Sorry, say it again.
When you have a little trouble on the starting pitcher, this time Joshua, before he eventually faltered, you got your 6 runs. But more importantly, what has to be said in the locker room before you guys can break through them?
I mean, honestly, if the way we're going, I haven't really had to say much at all. Like, we just know that our pitching's always going to keep us in the game. So it's just a matter of, like, we don't want to take forever to hit, but we know we will eventually. And we know our pitching's good enough that as long as we get a few, we're going to win.
Well, it did take a little while, but you guys got there. I mean, everyone get a little loud when Capital finally broke this game open with that beautiful home run.
I called it too.
You called it?
Hell yeah. Can't
And I called Miguel's.
Yeah, he almost had 2, but like I said on the broadcast, I knew that one was hitting the wall way before you bat flipped it.
It's because this game is gay.
It's like
There's nothing wrong
Too
with that, though. It's
tough.
Pride Month.
that's true.
Oh, yeah, it's still Pride Month.
Last day of Pride Month.
And 90 minutes left.
bro is keeping count. Morgana, real quick, how many bat flip singles is that now? That's like 3
That's
from
about
Lucy, 1
five-
from Notre Dame.
About 5,000, yeah, give or take. I think Vegas is definitely controlling the bat flips we have on this team. It is. unreal.
I was scared to bat flip mine, but I had a really good feeling it was gone. So I hit over the big wall.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, congratulations on number 5, Leo. I mean, you had a really not so great start that you have been having for the past 3 seasons in a row now. But that third game, the Grow Garden game, the lag and stuff really affected you. You did go 1 for 4, but because of the lag, but you have been really heating up. I'm pretty sure this is your, I think, 3rd or 4th multi-hit game in a row now. Like, what are you doing? Anything differently, or are you just in your groove now?
Only 5, Leo? Really? Jeez, man.
Yeah, only. This is more than I had all of the regular season and postseason last season, by the way.
Oops.
I mean, my approach really is just sometimes I go through phases where like I'll swing too much, I won't swing enough. Like it's really just about finding that sweet spot, and I think I'm there right now. And it's just, making sure I'm aggressive on the stuff I'm lining for, and that I'm not trying too much to do something. And that balance is kind of what's let me make a comeback in my stats, really. And I mean, at the end of the day, my priority is that the team wins. Like my stats come second or even third or fourth to that. So it's just a nice bonus to also be contributing and hitting.
All right. And oh, yes, Gabe, thank you for joining us. You went 2 for 4 tonight. You had that single in the third, you were stranded, and you also had that single in the ninth, which did start the rally. You were the maestro once again. I mean, that is clutch. But more importantly, I mean, you had a lot of crucial plays in the infield tonight, including the game-ending double play. How are you feeling after tonight?
I feel really good. I mean, it's been a really long process over the past couple of seasons just trying to get everything together offensively. And it's just been really nice to finally, put that together. A lot of it's just been making sure that I'm winding on time. In real life, they say you got to get the foot down in time to catch up with the fast, and that kind of plays with me in the same way. I've just been really struggling getting that consistent. But I've been able to do it so far this season, and it feels really nice to be able to contribute in a meaningful way to the team and just defensively. I mean, it's the easiest part of the game, so I would hope that I would be able to not mess up on that end, because all you really got to do is just make sure that you're paying attention and kind of know what to do in each situation from at bat to at bat.
Yep. Well, yeah. Capitalist, you want to add anything?
No, I think Gabriel kind of read my mind there. I was gonna touch upon the fact that Minnesota just can't seem to field out in center field, but today everyone covered their gloves very well.
Don't even get me started on that center field. Oh man, that got me mad, and I don't even want them to win, and that got me mad. Like that. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it. But Yankee or Miguel, what about you, Matt? Congratulations, you got home run number 1 on the season.
2.
2. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Number 1 came a while ago, but number 2. I mean, yeah, a lot of bat flip singles, and you finally get another one. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Capitalist, you have any more questions you want to ask anybody, or?
Dude, I guess my brain is halfway already on the plane to AFK. It's my last broadcast for a while.
Yep. So
We're gonna miss you, man.
Hey, I'll be back. Morgana, you better cover every game. They've won every game we've covered.
That's true. So yeah, he's leaving us high and dry. He will not be there for the patriotic celebration at Rate Field tomorrow. We still don't know the giveaway. It might be just nothing. It might be freedom. Who knows? But
I'll sing the Star Spangled Banner for you guys in Milan.
there you go.
Let's go.
So that we'll have something planned. But from Target Field, it's a 8-1 quality Mickey Mouse victory over the Minnesota Blizzards. The Ravens improved to 10-0 as the Blizzards fall to, I believe, is it 4-6? I'm not.
Dinner's on me tonight.
Let's go. Where are we going?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Let's
How
eat
can I
some
forget?
balls.
We getting some hibachi. Come on.
I had hibachi for the first time 2 weeks ago, and it was fire.
We gotta go get some hibachi. We gotta go upscale. We can't be, just 10-0. We got 10.
And now we gotta get 15. We gotta keep going.
Let's
Doesn't
just
stop
eat-
at 10.
Let's eat some balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh
W comms for
my
the
God.
Yankee, I guess. W comms.
Man, you should hear what this guy was saying during the game.
Not the
It cannot be
craziest thing
repeated
that's
on-
ever
it
been said.
cannot be
No,
repeated on the
no.
broadcast.
Oh, we've heard worse on a broadcast before.
Talks after Game 1 against the Reapers in Season 27. Yeah, so. But yeah, thank you everybody for your time again. We really appreciate it. Another Mickey Mouse victory here for the Ravens at Target Field. We will see you back at Rate Field tomorrow for a patriotic celebration night that will be streamed exclusively on SBC on Twitch and TikTok. That's it for me. It will be probably a solo cast as Capitalist is going far, far away to Europe because he decided to have his trip mid-season. Thank you, Capitalist.
Dude, it's not my fault. I had vacation over a decade.
Yeah, it's all right. We
A
forget.
decade, damn.
Well,
Yeah.
from Target Field, it's Morganas and Capitalists signing off from the dugout. Another victory here in the books. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. We will see you tomorrow.